Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video we will discuss again about the AWS Solution Architect exam. We'll continue this series and this is a part 3 video. Again I'm helping you this I'm making this video to um, complete this uh, AWS Solution Architect exams, and we'll see some tips and tricks to find the answer with to services. I would highly recommend it everyone just read entire questions, go through the all options one by one, try to correlate services and the questions, what is the requirement from the solutions. We'll find the exact potential answer from the options, and let's deep in dive. We will not wait for a longer time. And here is the question number 11. A solution architect is designing high performance computing HPC workload on Amazon EC2. The EC2 instance needs to communicate with each other frequently and require a network performance with low latency and high throughput. Which which EC2 instance configuration meet this requirement? So questions, we got it. Here are the below options. They have given 4 options. We need to choose out of 4. We need to choose one option. The first one, um, let me take the pen. Option 1, launch EC2 instance in a cluster placement group in one ability zone. Okay, this looks suitable answer, but let's keep outside. We'll check other one. Launch EC2 instance in a spread placement group in a one ability zone. Again, this is also one ability zone, but we already know a spread placement group is helping for the uh, uh, for this one. I have a tips here. You can see this is placed on the district hardware. So, and it is the spread placement group are recommended for the application that have small numbers of critical instance that should be kept on a separate from each other. So this is not the correct one. Let's keep this outside. uh, EC2 instance, option number C, launch EC2 instance in auto scaling group in a 2 availability zone and peer the VPC. Okay, so this is look something out because we know the peering VPC is connecting two VPCs, and they are talking about the two region having maybe two regions from the different location, like west 1 to west to east to west. So even is auto scaling group mostly used for the load balancing, EC2 auto scaling, and CloudWatch also. So this is not our question is asking need to communicate with each other frequently and require a network performance. So this is little out because auto scaling is giving uh, it's used for the better availability, fault tolerance, better cost availability management. So that is the reason we use for the auto scaling. But here is not, again it's uh, suit for our question. Launch EC option number D, launch EC2 instance in auto scaling group spanning multiple availability zone. So this option is something scalable. Auto scaling, sorry, auto scaling group scalable because they are asking to deploy multiple availability zones. So one availability zone is down or it's not available for something reason or some maintenance downtime. They are asking to deploy multiple. So it's again not, because the first answer looks much more positive answer for our requirement, because it's asking the cluster placement group. Why? Let's go to the hit hints and tips. Cluster placement group are recommended for the application that benefit from low network latency, high network throughput, or both. They are also recommended when majority of network traffic is between an instance in a group and the cluster packs instance close together inside one availability zone. The strategy enable workload, achieve low latency performance. So this is looks much positive answer and highly potential answer for our question. So I'm going to choose this one, not others. So let's go and reveal the answer. Yep, the answer is A. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Question number 12. Guys, please take the pause, read entire question. A company, a media company has its corporate headquarters in Los Angeles with on-premise data center using AWS Direct Connect connection to the VPC. The branch office in San Francisco and Miami use site-to-site VPN connection to connect AWS VPC. Company is looking a solution have a branch office send and receive data with each other as well as with their corporate headquarters. A solution architect, which of the following AWS service would you recommended addressing these use cases? So questions, it's quite long, but let's see the options. And they not given any suggestion. We need to choose one or two option. So they just asking us to use the sorry, they just given a four options. So option one, VPN cloud hub. Okay. Option B, VPC endpoint. Okay. VPC endpoint we already know. This is this VPC endpoint mostly used for to connect AWS services from the VPC. Okay, so VPC endpoint is mostly used to privately connect to the AWS services. We know the VPC endpoint. There are two VPC endpoints. One is VPC gateway endpoints and interface endpoint. Gateway interface endpoints it's used for S3 service as well as DynamoDB because they are free of charge. So we do not need to bill, will not get any bill. For interface endpoints, it's mostly used for the other services just like SNS, CloudWatch, CloudFormation, Kinesis. So that time you need to use VPC interface endpoint. But in a VPC endpoint, so this is the different service. It's not relevant to us. VPC endpoints are virtual devices. So I'm going to put this down. So I'm not going to choose this one. The, they already said headquarters is in Los Angeles. Then there are two more offices, Miami location and San Francisco. So suppose this one and this one. So they want to set up the connection between the so VPC peering again. So option C is the VPC peering. We know the VPC peering is mostly used the uh, v, one VPC to the another VPC connection. So again, this is also not fitting. They are asking one Miami using the site to site VPC. Sorry, site to site VPN connection to the connect VPC. So VPC peering is also out. Now we have option A and C, software VPN and VPN cloud. So let's check the software VPN also. We have a tips here. So software VPN is used. It's what is the software VPN is? Amazon VPC offer you the flexible, fully manage both side of your Amazon VPC connectivity by creating a VPN connection between your remote network and software VPN appliances running on your Amazon VPC network. Since software VPN is just to handle connectivity between remote network and VPC, it just handle the connectivity between remote network and VPC. Therefore, it cannot be used to send and receive the data between remote branch office to company. So, see, obviously, the question says headquarters is in Los Angeles with on-premise data center and other direct connection is set up with VPC branch offices in the San Francisco and Miami. We need to data send and receive. You can see here Office send data and receive data to each other with their corporate headquarter. With their corporate headquarter, correct. So software VPN is not doing that. It's not send. It just maintaining the connection, but it's not sending and receive. So this option is also out. Let's reveal the option A. Okay, option A says VPN Cloud Hub. If you have multiple AWS site-to-site VPN connection, you can provide secure communication between using the AWS VPN Cloud Hub. This enable you remote site communicate with each other and not just VPN. Sites that use AWS Direct Connect to the virtual private gateway can also be part of VPN Cloud Hub. The VPN Cloud Hub operate a simple hub and spoke model. So okay, this looks more positive answer than other. So we need to choose this one because we already know VPC endpoint is not part of this. It's not helping us to uh, complete our requirement, even VPC pairing and software VPN also. So we have only option Cloud Hub. So let's reveal the answer. Okay, answer is A, Cloud Hub, VPN Cloud Hub. Okay, guys, question number 13. We have next question. Again, I ask, I'm just telling you, just take the pause and read entire question. Here is the question. 13. Company is planning to migrate TCP based application into company VPC. The application is publicly accessible on a non-standard TCP port. Those a TCP port through a hardware appliance in a company data center. This publicly endpoint can access up to 3 million requests per second with low latency. The company required the same level of performance for new public endpoint in AWS. What should a solution architect recommended to meet this requirement? Okay, okay. Below are the options. Option A says deploy network load balancer. So I have already highlighted this. What kind of traffic they have mentioned? TCP based application, and the traffic also they mention non-standard port. Okay, and the public endpoint can process up to 3 million requests. So TCP based network load balancer is supporting the TCP and UDP traffic. So I am going to choose this one. But let's put this outside and go to the option B. Let's see why this option is not or it's suitable for. Let's see, or anything strange in the other comment. Deploy application load. Okay, they are asking to deploy oh, okay. So see guys, application load balancer is supporting HTTP and HTTPS, then GRPS, that the GRP, yeah, something here you can see. I have added a notes. HTTP, HTTPS, gRPC. So these protocol is supported by application load balancer. Network load balancer is supporting the TCP, UDP, TLS protocols. Okay, network load balancer work on a layer 4. Application load balancer work on a layer 7. Okay, so this I am putting, I am eliminating this option B. Okay, option C, deploy CloudFront distribution that listen on the TCP port. Okay, first of all, CloudFront is the content delivery network service, CDN service, and it also using the HTTP reviewer uh, for CloudFront distributor. So I'm putting this out there because they clearly ask TCP based application and TCP port through the hard. So it's not only one thing I'm just focusing. The second thing is also second requirement they are clearly asked 3 million per request is only supporting by the network load balancer. I'm not even if you want to read the deploy API gateway is work on the API part. API gateway, they have a, different APIs, the HTTP APIs and other APIs, REST API, RESTful APIs. So it's the API gateway is not fulfilling our requirement. So I'm going to choose, sorry, I'm not going to choose D. I have only option A, and I'll go with the A only. So here is the tips. Even you can see here is one more another tips. Both TCP and UDP layer 4 on a load balancing. It is architected to handle millions of requests per second and sudden violated traffic pattern. So this is the clearly asked what is the feature available for it. So I have already clear for this one, and let's see our answer. Yep, the answer is again same. We need to deploy a load balancer, network load balancer, sorry. Okay, next. Okay, guys, we have exercise question for all. I will request you all, whoever watching this video, please read entire question. I have already highlighted the main comment for this. You will get what is the answer. You can try to check options and that comment which I highlighted, which I highlight that bold line also. So try to find answer for this question and please comment on this video. I need to know how you are preparing this exam. So this question will be helpful, and it will definitely this video series is completely helpful for everyone who is preparing AWS exams. Yep, I'm waiting for your answers on these questions, exercise question for all who is watching this video. Okay, next. Yep, here is the tips I have already added. So they are asking about the processing for the semi-structured data. I have added a hint. I hope this hint really gonna help you, and try to correlate this hint with the questions, and let's check the relevant options, which options are getting matched, and I'm waiting for your answers. So thank you guys, thank you, and I really I hope you guys are really enjoying this series, and this video series really gonna help you, and it will boost your confidence. So we will see you in the next episode. Thank you.